You guys, we're back with Dobie a Go-Go, and he actually was just at the pond, and let me see if he'll go again. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna measure my. Don't stay on him. I'm gonna tell. Okay, I'm here. I just want you to show him go. I want you to know that what I'm saying to myself is I'm measuring my level of disinhibition on that. He sees me standing by this thing with the, he's not, but he understands, and I think that's part of the beauty of the pager in many senses. And if you said that's, that you're crippled by having to have that device, I'm married to my phone. I mean, of course I'm going to be the type that's
Who cares? We want to be
crippled by having that device. Part of what the dog is saying to itself, I can act completely uninhibited because there's going to be a very distinct sequence or very distinct cue when any sequence is going to start, and the dog sees its world. I will tell you this dog, because of the short periods of training it had, I think the longest period I ever trained it continually was maybe 2.5 weeks. So all the training it's got was layered, as they say, in increments over several months. So that the dog is that, to me, that concise and that level of dishibition and been collar conditioned. And I'm sure there's a video of the very first time I used a collar. But what I have to say to myself is, if that's what I'm going to depend on, if that's what I'm going to use, I better make sure I can conjure myself up a Doberman. I'm going to show you, I'm going to start my pager. And I know I probably don't have anybody to run interference. Nacho's not going to get out of the pond, and neither is. So I'm going to start my pager, and then I'm going to holler for the dog. Betty! You finna see a Doberman. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Betty! And I did add, I didn't want to lose any momentum at the end. I can tell you where that dog came from. The middle of the pond. So yeah, this dog's like this. All right, now I need to be able to conjure. Betty! But I'm going to tell you what that dog, and if you, Betty, he's got the call of the water. And if you do not believe, and yeah, I just wiped their eye boogers on my jeans. Summer's like, oh my God, stop it.
It's disgusting.
Summer keeps me civilized.
Disgusting.
I'm feral. I'm feral. So I don't know. I am in some ways sort of feral. I'm living on the edge of every emotion. Love, hate, adoration, it's all there. It's all
what we
there.
do.
On the tip.
Girls.
I'm living on the edge of it all. My heightened reality.
To the edge.
Right, but so now what I've said to myself is I've conjured up a dog, but am I trying to prove that I can be more fun than the pond? Not really. Freak. So I've got the dog in training. And I'm going to tell you what I see that I've got going to my advantage. Betty, is he's hyped up about a lizard or something. I can turn this into a lizard real quick. Watch.
Yay.
Fetch. So good. Fetch. So good. So good. So good. Out.
Yay. Yay.
And because this dog is aware, I want to let him know. I'm going to tell you what I'm letting him know. Fetch. So good. So good. So good. So good. Out. Got it. I don't want it to fall. I want it to fall later by accident, seemingly, and have him pick it up. But my job isn't to. My job is to. My job is to cause the behavior that I want to occur. Ready? So I had him holding and healing yesterday, but I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't do my morning training session, so I'm going to leave it with that. Partly just my fascination with the level of that dog is willing to carry all the way to that pond like that, and to be able to be conjured up that quickly. And if you said, are you dependent on that device? I see. I am. That's who I am. If you don't like that, you won't like me.